Hello everybody and welcome back to War on the Sea. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're back and continuing our push to keep the Japanese away from the Guadalcanal region. Now, if you guys remember, last episode was pretty exciting. A lot of things happened. A lot of stupid mistakes on my part about got my guys killed. We need to get our guys home. That's what we need. And as you can see, they're already heading home. We do not have Power Group 2 heading back up yet. Trying to remember why that is. I think it's because everybody's repairing, and we started this new power group right here, Airboys 1. So, that's something that we need to do. Now, we have Airboys 1 with the USS Enterprise coming up to the region. We also have 210 points, so we are going to be starting this episode off by getting us some new sea here. And I think we're going to go full in this time. Alright? This was something that people brought up last time, or brought up in some of the comments, that maybe we should think about having more than one battleship in a single action group. And I think I like that idea. But you got to remember, we have a lot of ships that are actually damaged and repairing. Like North Carolina is out for 15 days. So I'm assuming that's what R15 means. So it's repairing 15 days until it's good to go. So we're going to go ahead and call Washington into service. Once again, Washington is a North Carolina class battleship. So we're going to go ahead and select Washington to join us. And we are also going to go to South Dakota class. Let me go here and select the Americans real quick. Make sure. We're also going to select South Dakota class. And you can see that we do have South Dakota and Indiana ready for service. So we're going to grab the namesake of the what do you call it? The namesake of the class, the South Dakota herself. And we're going to pair South Dakota and Washington together. Now, that's 160 points right there, which doesn't leave us a whole lot for help. Now, here's what I'm thinking. We need a lot of light cruisers in this for anti-aircraft. And we also need some destroyers. So, as always, we're going to grab 2 destroyers. That way we have 2 Fletcher-class destroyers in this group. Alright. Now you can see there's a lot of repairs. We did lose Radford outright, and we've lost Chevalier. But we still have some guys ready to go. So we're going to go with Taylor. Welcome. And these are 10 points each, so this is 180 points, which is not going to leave us a lot of points, unfortunately. But we need them. DeHaven as well. Okay. And now we need some light cruiser escorts for the anti-aircraft. So, what class are we going with? Well, let's look at the Brooklyn class and see what they have for weapons, shall we? Let's look at their anti-aircraft. Leaves a little bit to be desired, but what do they got? They've got 6-inch guns, and it has 15 of them. They are not dual purpose, however, so that's really not what I want. Alright, so then let's go with the Atlanta class. We know that they are dual purpose, and we know that they have all the guns. Even though it says they only have 16 of them. I thought they had more than that. Anyway. But the anti-aircraft, as you can see, slacks a little bit over the bow. So how do we want to position these guys to take advantage of their anti-aircraft, but also keeping in mind of this weakness? So what I'm thinking is, as we'll do the same thing that we've been doing, where we grab the Atlanta classes, and of course the Atlanta herself was sunk. Juno is still in there with San Juan. We've got San Diego here. Let's go ahead and grab them. These are 18 points each. Now remember, we're at what do we say, 180 points? So we got to keep that in mind. This will put us at 198. I think we're only going to be able to grab one of these for now. So let's go ahead and grab San Diego. And Oakland. Alright. I don't know if we're going to be able to get rid of this, or we're going to be able to actually put this in there, but this will be Power Group 2. And of course, now we have to come up with our formation. Now we want our destroyers. Let's see, what kind of formation do we want? Let's see, columns. Seems okay. Line ahead also seems okay. Column left. Column, no. Line abreast is just side. Line ahead is just straight in a line. So I think the circular formation is still going to become like the best possible formation. I would love to be able to adjust this formation. Like I really would. But like I would love to move 6 over here closer. But this is going to cost us 216 points. You can see here, we don't have 216 points. So unfortunately, Oakland is going to have to stay for now. Now, Power Group 1 is coming back to port, and we're going to be getting some points. So that's not that big a deal. We should be able to attach another ship to this in the near future. But we don't really have a choice. Alright. So I'm thinking, what else? We've got number 1 is Washington, and 2 is South Dakota. 3 and 4 is the destroyers. No. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a destroyer and swap with Washington. So go ahead and swap them. I say destroyer. That's a freaking cruiser, you dummy. So yeah, we'll swap the cruiser with the destroyer. Swap Washington to De Haven. And that should allow us a pretty solid anti-aircraft bubble, because the battleships do have pretty solid anti-aircraft. So you're going to have 2 battleships. You've got the San Diego there on the left side of the formation. Washington will be on the right side of the formation. We've got a destroyer up front and a destroyer at the rear to help with potential torpedo attacks from subs. So I think that's what we're going to go. So let's go ahead and make it a thing. We've spent all of our points. We have 12 points remaining. And, yeah, we should be good there. Now, here's the thing. I do want to stock some troops up on one of these ships. So, can we manage cargo? We can add up to 250 troops, and we can also add supplies. So, let's go ahead and add some supplies. Well, it says we can't. Oh, it's because Taylor's already done. So, Alright, so we went with... Why is this doing this? Okay. 250 troops from Taylor. Alright, South Dakota. We're going to have you go ahead and load up. You can't load anything. Okay. That's weird, but we'll go with it. San Diego can load supplies, so we're going to go ahead and load some supplies. And then we are going to go to Washington. Washington can't load any extras. Again, weird because battleships were known to carry lots of extra troops, supplies, even like cars and stuff on deck. So I'm not sure why the battleships in this game don't allow you to do that. But I digress. We're going to go ahead. This will allow us to drop 500 troops and some supplies for those troops at Guadalcanal. So this is officially an armored slash like fighting group that is going to also serve as a convoy for dropping off troops here. That's the goal. So let's go ahead and load in. We're going to send these guys straight up here to Guadalcanal. Alright. So that is them taken care of. And everybody else should already have a job. We know that Power Group 1 is on their way back. Sneaky Boy 5 is also on their way back to rearm, which is leaving us very vulnerable in this area. Sneaky Boy 4, however, is coming up this direction. So we're going to actually swing Sneaky Boy 4 in here to continue to keep the pressure on these Japanese to keep them away from Guadalcanal. Remember, this is an objective. We need to take it. So that's our game plan for this episode. And remember, we also have our aircraft carrier. Let's go ahead and do that so that we have spotter plane active. And then we should be roughly in range. I clicked off of them and now there's a plane on top of them. But Airboys 1, we should be in range to take a look. Launch aircraft. Alright. So we have some different types of aircraft. We have Wildcats, we have Dauntlesses, we have Avengers. I don't remember what each of these guys do, but Wildcats, I'm fairly confident, are fighters and scouts. Dauntless, I'm fairly confident, is bombs. So yeah, we can't load any ordnance on the Wildcats. They are solely for anti-air. We've got multiple bombs that we can do. So this is more ground attack or potentially anti-ship bombs. And then we've got torpedoes and AP bombs, HE bombs, rocket planes, and depth charges. So we are going to be using the Avengers pretty heavily here. So that's going to be our goal here. Trying to think of what we want to do. I figure maybe we go with... Do we go... Let's go rocket planes, because that's going to give us kind of a bit of a flexibility. Now, we can maximum move these 459 nautical miles. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to grab them. Okay. And we are going to lay in a course for them. 450 nautical miles. You can see we can go a long ways. Alright. So here's the plan. We're going to fly all the way out here. And we're going to come over here. Alright. Now, these will automatically rendezvous back when they need to fuel up. So these are going to fly up, they're going to do a little leg over, and then they're going to come back. And hopefully that'll allow us to scout more than just the one straight line. And hopefully we'll run into some possible contacts, preferably subs, but anything else we should be able to also attack because we have rocket planes. So yeah, with all this set up, we should be good. We should be able to start this party. Now, is this our... It says it's a Kingfisher, so I'm assuming that that is from our power group. But we'll just go ahead and make sure. Yeah, there we go. Actually, Massachusetts is just now launching. So, whose Kingfisher is this? I don't remember. But let's get this party started. I've kept you here long enough. Enterprise is ready. We're good. Enterprise is also ready. Enterprise is ready. We get it. We have found a surface contact. We got 5 destroyers and 1 heavy cruiser. It's like it was meant to be, folks. All right, let's begin our first aerial attack on a surface fleet. Now, I also got to think about it because it's a bunch of destroyers. It really shouldn't be that bad for us to attack. So I think we're going in. I think we are actually going to go in. We've got multiple air wing groups here. We're not 100% sure where these guys are. So let's just go ahead and start. Okay, they have been spotted. Let's go ahead and pause. Alright. So, given the fact that we're using rocket planes, we're going to want to come in from the side. So I think that we just overwhelm them completely. That's the goal. We're going to completely overwhelm their anti-aircraft and send these planes straight at the side of a couple ships. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and select this entire group. We're going to navigate this direction. And we want to take a look at what they have. Okay, clearly this is the heavy cruiser. They've got multiple destroyers right here with them. So this heavy cruiser, let's go ahead and identify it. We're going to target this guy. And we will set our guys to attack it. Okay. We also want to go ahead and let's see. I'll let them come up with their own formation as far as attacking that ship, but we need to identify it. So, what is this? We know it's Japanese. We know it's a heavy cruiser. So let's go cruiser armor. We got 3 guns over the front. We've got a crane that's facing backwards. So let's look through our list and see if we can't satisfy that. 3 guns over the front, but that is the wrong kind of formation. Oh, go back. Here we go. And the crane is facing backwards. We have a Mogami, folks. So we are attacking Mogami. All right. Now, let's go ahead and select this group. We're going to have you come in. You are also going to target the Mogami. Okay. And I am also going to set you to attack. And then Avenger, third group. We're going to have you guys target this destroyer at the lead because it looked to be their most modern destroyer that's in this fleet. Let's just double check, but I'm fairly confident that is the case. Yeah, these all look to be relatively older destroyers, with the exception of the guy that's in the lead. So that is our target. Plus, it's got a lot of torpedoes. It definitely looks like a Kagero class, if I had to guess. Or an Asashio, potentially. So let's go ahead and identify this target. Also, we are going to target that target. Identify. Whoops. It is a sea target. It is also a destroyer. We got Hatsuharu. It could be. It very well could be. Let's just look for a telltale sign. But honestly, it looks very, very much like a Hatsuharu. But wait, it does not. The back is completely different. Alright, so let's change, keep going. There we go. This is what we're looking at. We've got an Asasio potentially. And we have the Kagero. And again, I don't know the difference between the two classes just by looking at it. They look very, very similar. It's heading 26 knots, so maybe that's a clue, but I don't think it is. We'll just call it an Asasio for now. And we are already set to attack, am I correct? So let's go ahead and set them to attack. And now, fellas, we just hit the button and let this thing happen. Let's ride along with our planes for a moment as they make their turn. Look at this. God, that's sexy. I'm pretty excited for this, I'm not gonna lie. I'm real excited. I'm hoping with this many planes coming in on an attack run on the front two targets, we're gonna be able to limit the casualties. That's the goal. Looks like we're bleeding off some altitude. Yeah, our guys are now, they're done bleeding their altitude. They're coming in. We've got the enemy contact dead ahead. Ah, this is going to be sick, man. Look at these rockets. Look at them. Oh, this is sick. I've been wanting to get the Air Force involved for so long, but we haven't had an opportunity. We finally got our carrier in position to start affecting this fight. And we all know how effective carriers can be in real life. Alright, we're going to jump on board the enemy vessel now. See if we can't spot ourselves coming in. At the moment, not really. Oh, there we go. I see us on the horizon, coming in low. Low and fast. Come on, babies. Let's get this mission done with no casualties. Come on, flyboys. This is gonna be glorious. America, yeah. Gonna throw our rockets into the side of the ship. Oh, look at that! That is devastating. We lost a man, though. We lost a second man. But these rockets are glorious. Massive rocket strike. Huge success, though we have lost several aircraft. We have lost several aircraft. They will always be remembered. We lost 3 aircraft. At least it looks like 3 aircraft. Asasio goes down. Yes! It was effective. So a single rocket strike is enough to take out 1 destroyer easily. Very, very nice. This is a game changer, folks. Game changer. You can tell that I'm very excited. I'm very excited about this. All right, so let's look at the report real quick. Moderate damage, minor flooding on the Mogami, so it's not going to sink, but it's definitely going to be hurt. We did get 4 new command points for sinking that destroyer. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and retreat the battle. We're almost done. Let's go ahead and speed up time. There we go. And leave, confirm. So moderate damage to the Mogami, minor flooding, and we managed to sink the enemy Asasio. We did lose 3 planes doing it. But I think we can all agree That was fantastic. I like the rocket planes. Oh my god. We are going to have a lot of fun with those. But that was a lot of fun. But that also means that I can think about using rocket planes as, instead of going for the heavy cruiser, even though we did do some serious damage here, we could have taken out 3 separate destroyers in one strike. Think about that. So now that we have that information, we are gonna use it, baby. So, all right, that was glorious. I am very happy, man. I'm a very happy man. It's been a while since I've been this happy, but that made me happy, folks. All right, let's speed this battle up. Let's get them back. Power Group 1 has been engaged. These appear to be like just planes, right? Like nothing unusual about that, is it? It's a fighter plane. It's unusual. But before we do that, let's go ahead and start a second launch aircraft. Enterprise launch aircraft. Thank you. We are going to go with more Avengers. And again, we are going to load them with rocket planes. And we are going to lay in a course directly north once again. All right. So I guess we gotta start this. Though I'm not 100% sure. That just looks like a regular plane. Like they haven't moved anything in here. That looks like a fighter. Like, do we have our Avengers are here, but they don't have the ability to fight, I don't think. I guess we start. Only time will tell, right? Yeah, our Avengers are here. So maybe I can grab the Avengers. Let me just go ahead and select all of these Avengers. Alright. And have these guys form up in one giant group. And I want you guys to navigate down here. If nothing else, you can spot for me. And I'm gonna see if they have guns on them. Maybe they can attack the possible. You know what I mean? So, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And go as fast as you can. Thank you. Alright, now let's get in here to our actual ships and turn on everybody's radar, first of all. God, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still pretty happy about that whole airstrike thing. Like, that was fantastic. That was so good. Alright, make sure everybody's radar is cooking. If it's planes, we want to know about it. If it's a sub, we need to start making a change in course right now. So that's the next thing that we're going to do. So let's go ahead and start. And the very first thing that we are going to do is navigate away from shore. Let's just make a hard turn. It is planes. All right, let's go ahead and pause. Let's go back to our Avengers. And we want you guys to target these planes and attack. All right? How many planes are there? There's 4 different groups here. This might be a really bad idea. Because these appear to be fighters. We are bombers, they are fighters. They will wreck us. Let's cancel that. Cease. Cease that attack. Let's just navigate our fighters away. Massachusetts and ships, you are on your own against these fighters. Now, I'm guessing that because they're fighters, I'm only assuming they're fighters, I'm guessing that they're going to be doing a strafing run. So it shouldn't be that damaging, hopefully. At least not against what we have here. Plus, we're probably going to shoot quite a few of them down. So let's just go ahead and do that. Let's start the thing. Speed up time. Probably should be looking for torpedoes, even though I don't think that's what's happening. Alright, let's pause. Slow back down. Our anti-aircraft is starting to fire. Can't quite see them yet. Yes, I can. They're kind of back here. We're going to be riding along with Massachusetts, as usual. Actually, I take that back. Let's ride along with our Atlanta class. Look at this. Oh, they are actually attacking my battleship. Buttheads. Got minor damage all over. Let's get these fires under control first. We already know how bad fires can be. We didn't manage to sink any of those fighters. Avengers. Look at the stats for the Avengers. Oh, you can't look at weapons either? Oh wait, no, this is for the Japanese. Hold that thought. So American Avengers. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to be able to do here. But I really don't want to get these guys killed. So let's go orders, break, and navigate away from these fighters. Okay? We can navigate away from them at maximum speed and gain altitude. What is the ceiling for these, by the way? Japanese 0. It definitely looks like a 0. What is your altitude? Maximum speed of 288 knots, and their ceiling is 32,800 feet. What is ours? They are faster and can go higher. This is not preferable. These guys are bombers, but they do have some gunners. But I don't want these guys getting into fights with fighters. They will lose. So let's navigate instead. Navigate around. Our fleet, so that our anti-aircraft can potentially help us with these fighters. Look at this though. And you can see we are just ripe for the picking. We are all damaged. I want to get these guys home. Alright, Massachusetts, what's your situation? How you looking? You're getting the fires hopefully handled. Down to 83 seconds. It looks like they're gonna just GTFO, which is great news. Fire's about to be extinguished. Alright, fires are out, and general repairs are underway. And they are officially out of our sonar contact. And our Avengers are coming overhead, supposedly. Oh yeah, there they are. Just flying all around us. Look like jets because we're going so fast. As soon as this one's done, we'll go ahead and leave the battle. So we suffered some minor damage there in this fight, but other than that, we got away pretty well. Didn't lose any bombers, so we're good there. We didn't shoot down any bombers either, which is not good. But at least that's the worst of it, you know what I'm saying? But the fact that they have Zeros this close, and they don't have an airbase that's operable here, means there is likely a carrier out here. And we need to know about that. So that's the next thing we need to do. Also, we're changing this to Flyboys 1. There you go. The Flyboys are officially a thing. Alright. Launch aircraft. Enterprise. Launch aircraft. Still 0.6 hours before we can launch. Okay, we can launch. So let's go ahead and launch aircraft. We are going to send some fighters out, looking out this direction as a scout. So let's go ahead and do that. Make it a thing. Navigate. We can go 337 nautical miles. So we're going to go out. I figure they're probably relatively close by. Alright. So that should give us some sort of intel. Do we still have our spotter up? Let's make sure that the Kingfisher's doing its job. Sneaky Boys 5 still heading home. Sneaky Boy 4 is coming down this direction. Alright, we should be good to go. Let's go ahead and speed up time. Enterprise now ready to launch. Awesome. Enterprise now ready to launch. Awesome. Okay, Flyboys, Enterprise. That's too late. Nice. Okay. I wonder if they have a carrier in the neighborhood. Air operations are now available. First things first, get that spotter plane out there. We need to know what's going on. Alright, second things second. We need to launch aircraft. We've got some Wildcats already out. I think they're getting ready to launch, or they haven't gone anywhere yet. So just go ahead. Okay, Sneaky Boys 4 is in the area, starting to patrol. Guadalcanal and Florida Islands are both still good. Enterprise, I need you to launch some aircraft, again with the Wildcats. And lay in a course out here. Alright, that should give us a little bit of intel in this area, hopefully. So let's go ahead and speed up time. We are ready to launch aircraft. That's good to know. Power Group 1 is about halfway home. Power Group 2 is almost on site. So we're doing really well. Alright, who has an encounter? A Wildcat has an encounter with 4 destroyers and 1 heavy cruiser. Alright. We need to, A, get our carrier out of here. Let's go ahead and navigate this direction, carrier. Okay. And then B, we need to launch aircraft with Enterprise. And we need to launch Avengers. Armed with... You know what? We're going for it. We are absolutely going for it. We're going to go with the armor-piercing bombs on the Mogami this time. So, yes. Navigate up here. And just in case, I'm going to have you guys fly around looking for these guys. If I can take out this freaking heavy cruiser on this strike, let's go ahead and ignore, because I don't want these guys to engage. Just end up losing planes for nothing. Okay, they are retreating. Enterprise is ready to launch. Let's go ahead, grab these guys. These are Wildcats. These are the Avengers. Let's change their course. You're pursuing. Alright? That's your job is to catch them at all cost. Also, Enterprise, please get your scout plane back out. Thank you much. Speaking of scout planes, where is our Power Group 2? South Dakota, get your scout plane out. Thank you very much. Alright. We have aircraft ready to launch. We're good. Aircraft ready to launch. Oh, tell me they didn't. Okay, they didn't. But they are heading. Okay, Avenger, course. Over here. Okay. Enterprise is ready to launch aircraft again. How have we not been able to freaking get these guys? Okay, Enterprise. Launch aircraft. Let's go with Dauntlesses. One 1,000-pound bomb and 2 100-pound bombs. Okay. Course. Up here. Alright. Let's go ahead and speed up time. How can I not get these guys to encounter? Like, I need to encounter them, and it's not allowing me to. So maybe we fly over top of them. We fly over top of them. You're ready to launch. That's good to know. And then we force the encounter by going into tactical view. Okay? I've never done this before, but I'm hoping that this is the case. We should be able to spot enemies pretty soon. And we do. They're right here. Alright, so I want everybody. I want this entire division target this ship. Target. Let's go ahead and set them to attack. Okay. And also, we are going to... Let's see, what am I doing here? We set for attack. Oh, we need to classify it. That's why I was like, what am I doing here? Alright, so switch over. This is a heavy cruiser. We already know it is a Mogami. So, let's go ahead and identify it. Now the bad news is, here, let me go ahead and cancel this attack order. Let's go ahead and get everybody under the same attack. Or do we not? I'm thinking we don't, actually. I don't know how powerful these bombs are. So maybe we send 2 groups at Mogami. Okay. But before we set them to attack, let's have them cease attack, first of all. Let's navigate them around so that we can come in from the front. And then we also want to speed up and go higher. I want to come in from a high altitude on these guys. Okay? So let's go ahead and keep that going. Who else do we want to hit? We want to hit... We already got the Asashio, so everybody else is kind of fair game. I might just let this happen for now. And then go with this group here. And have you guys navigate around as well. And also target Mogami, just in case. But you guys are going to be flying slower. Alright? So let's go back and look at our lead flight. Wait, what's going on here? These guys still attacking? I thought we turned them off. I thought these guys would all follow up. Ah, we didn't set them in a formation. Crap. This guy, 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 and this guy. I need you guys to form up. That's what we did wrong. Alright. That should stop all of the madness for now. Also appears to be that Mogami is changing course, so we may want to change our course as well. So let's go ahead and break your order and navigate more directly around. All right, this is working. Everybody's falling in line. I like it. We've already got some damaged planes because of this whole oopsie by me. Go figure. Alright, so brake again, navigate straight up. Now that he's away from all of his escorts, actually, I may just go ahead and set all of these guys to attack. Let's grab everybody. Alright, and attack. They're going in, folks. We're going to bleed off some altitude, probably. See, our altitude here is dropping. So when they're doing these circles, they're dropping altitude. There's an aircraft. It's a spotter plane. We're good. We don't care about a spotter plane. I'll keep an eye on our altitude too. See what altitude they're willing to attack at. That way I can set up the altitude on the way in. We don't have to wait for them to do circles every time. I'm slightly worried about doing circles in their freaking AA, guys. Come on now. Alright, it appears that the bombs are on their way. Let's ride along the enemy. We can see our attack squadron right here. Coming in at a bit of an angle, so I'm not sure how effective these are going to be. I guess there's only one way to find out. It looks like we're going to be dive bombing. Let's go ahead and ride along with the front plane. Here comes the dive. Actually, this angle of attack looks fantastic. Bombs away! Bombs away! Bombs away! Alright, let's look back up. Oh, that would be terrifying. Look at this. Alright. Bombs have been released. We have massive hits. We got 2 good hits, 3 good hits, 4 good hits, 5. One of them was a bomb. We actually, or a dud. We had six hits there. 6 hits and 1 dud. Alright, let's take a look and see how much damage that did. Report. Critical damage, heavy flooding. Alright, where is our last attack wing here? Let's just go ahead and end this. Let's set him as a target. Set him as an attack. Actually, I said that. Cease the attack. Let's grab you guys, drop you down to that 5,000 feet. Speed up. Oh, so they do that regardless. That's just how they bleed off. So we're gonna go ahead and attack them anyway. Mogami may die here before we get these bombs away, but we'll see. It actually did. So Mogami has been sunk. The age of the carrier has begun. This guy's all by his lonesome. Let's see who's the most modern. They all appear to be similar classed. Yeah, I think they are all literally the exact same. So yeah, you are now going to target this ship and attack it. So 2 attack squadrons were enough to sink the Mogami very quickly, actually. This is not a good place to be doing circles, but let's hope they can't shoot. At the end of the day, it is destroyers AA, so it shouldn't be as effective. It's not like it's American, and they're old destroyers at that. We're at 4,000 feet. We appear to be coming in to start our attack run. Maybe. Still bleeding off. We're at 3,300. Alright, so at 3,300 feet, we start our attack run. And this is a direct downward freaking attack. Those are misses. Come on now. Need some hits, fellas. Need some hits. Close. Very close, but no hits. Dang. Dang, that was very, very close. Alright, fellas. Let's go ahead and end this. We had zero casualties. We lost 0 planes in this attack. That is hugely successful. Awesome. Alright, so where is everybody? Let's get a lay of the land real quick. We've got Power Group 1 almost back at base. We have Sneaky Boy 5 headed back as well. Our transports are officially on site. So, there's that. This is the Kingfisher for the Massachusetts. Our aircraft carrier, we're going to go ahead and navigate you further north again. Now that the threat of the, whatchamacallit is done. So we'll move it further back into play. Power Group 2 is almost on scene. So we've got that going for us. Sneaky Boy 4 is in the area, so we're good there. Let's go ahead and... Oh! Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Easy there. These destroyers seem to be, still pushing down the coast. Navigate. Actually, I lied. Keep doing what you're doing. It's just destroyers. You know what we can do with destroyers? Rocket planes. Alright, so let's go ahead and send our rocket planes directly at them. Let's go ahead and navigate course. Speed up time. Encounter Power Group 2. Is this close enough to be an encounter? I don't know. If it is, these destroyers are about to get absolutely annihilated. So let's go ahead. We know they're down this direction. Let's go ahead and navigate directly towards them. All right, and let's make sure that everybody is in a line ahead formation. And give her all she's got, Captain. All right, start the fight. I lied. Make sure you have your radars on. That's our rule number 1, and we just completely forgot it. Get those radars on, fellas. We got them for a reason. All right, I got to learn these buttons at some point. Okay, everybody's radar is on. All right. We don't anticipate much in the way of resistance, but we also want to keep an eye out for potential surface or subsurface targets. Make sure that we're not getting torped. I don't see anything. So that leads me to believe it is likely the destroyers that we are engaging. Which is fine with me. Let's go ahead and speed up time. Surface contact spotted directly off the bow. Mostly. All right, pause. Taylor and DeHaven. We want you guys to break. Form up your own. And I want to navigate you guys at a flank. Okay? South Dakota, San Diego, and Washington. I want you guys to come in, navigate directly at the threat. Break. Hold that thought. Everything has gone horribly wrong. I hate how this happens sometimes. All right, form up. Navigate out and around in a flank. I feel like that's too close because this is going to be the first person on target. Break that order or belay it. Navigate out. All right, and then South Dakota, San Diego, Washington. I need you guys to form up, and I need you to navigate directly at the threat. Okay? All right. We know these are very old destroyers, so we should be able to out-muscle them very easily. We're going to have Taylor and DeHaven target this first destroyer. Okay. We are going to identify this destroyer. which is great because we know they're all pretty much the same, or at least they look the same. We've got, it appears to be triple launchers, one at the bow, one at the stern. Got some AA at the back, so let's use that knowledge. Destroyer. Got some AA back here, one at the bow, one at the stern. What's its weapons? Torpedoes. It has 4 of them. This does not have just 4 torpedoes. So next, it has 6. This sounds more like it. Let's look at the ship. I think we have a Minakaze, guys. All right. They're at 18,000 yards and closing fast. Taylor is executing a flank. They are already firing on, I'm assuming, Taylor. So, honestly, I say we just go ahead and have Taylor and DeHaven HE, because that's what you guys should be using, HE. And they don't have much in the way of ammo. Yeah, we want to hold on to that. Hold your fire on target. All right, South Dakota, how we looking? You guys running as fast as you can go? Yes, you are. And headed towards the target. You are also going to target the lead Minakaze. All right. South Dakota, I'm going to need you to brake. I need you to navigate off to the north. We are going to be using your secondaries. So let's go ahead and select Washington as well. Target that man. HE, secondaries. Closer we get, the more likely we are to hit, so we're just going to go right in here. We're cutting off their retreat possibilities. Okay, they are firing at South Dakota here. 15,000 yards, we're up to a 48%. Go back over to our secondaries. Let's go ahead and start firing the secondaries at them. Let's go with narrow fire, actually. I don't know what the effective range is of our... not quite turned enough, so we actually may go ahead and... South Dakota, need you to brake. Make a harder turn. And then we can start getting these shots off. Washington, you are still not targeting anybody. Thought that was going to work, but it didn't. We're actually going to have you target this guy. Let me change that. So stop, stop. Switch targets to this guy. Let's go ahead and also call him a Minakaze. because they appeared to be the exact same thing. And as we make our turn, we're going to have you go ahead and open up HE on your target. We've already scored a significant hit, it looks like. Very nice. I'd love to see it. Alright, let's go ahead and pause. Let's grab Taylor. Let's have Taylor break its current navigation and come alongside. Target this guy, who is also a Minakaze. This guy is burning pretty good, it looks like. But he's still maintaining speed above 30 knots, so he's not that hurt. And South Dakota, how you looking? 66 to 68%. Very nice. Come on, baby. Let's get these guns hitting the target. Come on. Looked like we may have gotten a hit there, but I didn't see an explosion. It sounded. We've definitely gotten a hit on the other Minakaze. That was a hit. Dude, these 5-inch guns don't mess around on these battleships, man. We're up to an 80% solution. We've got massive fires and heavy slowing on the far side. Right now, South Dakota being shown up by the Washington for accuracy. Come on, South Dakota, get your gunners on target. That was closer. Gonna need you to hit the thing in the middle this time. That's in the middle, but that was too far ahead. Surely this one will hit him. There, we got a hit. That was at the bow, too. That slowed him down immediately. He's down to 30 knots. Not a huge hit. That was a good hit. And that slowed him down. Come on, baby. Another good hit. He's still going though. He's got a fire broke out on deck. It's good news seeing the fire spread. I have a feeling that the Washington's going to get the kill first, which is pathetic, South Dakota. Yes, he did. All right, Washington. I need you to target this guy, who I also believe is, in fact, not a Minikaze. Uh-oh. Have we misidentified somebody here? This is only a dual launcher, and there's 6 of them. So, what are you, sir? Identify. Got Momi. It's definitely not Momi. It could be the Minikaze. In fact, I think it is the Minikaze. I don't know why I was thinking it wasn't. But it's not the Minikaze. Hold that thought. That looks better. This is a kamikaze. So I need you to target him and fire with your secondaries. Okay. Let me just double check and make sure we haven't misidentified anybody else. Yeah, this is another kamikaze, I think. No, it's not that. Definitely not a Fubuki, Hatsuharu, anything more modern. Just double check, where are we at? Okay, this appears to be a Minikaze. So we got that right. What about this guy? Yeah, see, this is not a Minikaze. This has triple launchers at the front and the rear. Wait, what? But only 2 of them. This is not the Minikaze. I don't think it's the walkie-talkie. Because there's not 3 things coming up. Moby? No, because it's only 2. Let's look at South Dakota real quick. And let's try to... It didn't seem to change. Thanks for sure. This thing has survived way too long. There we got a good hit. That slowed it down a lot. That was an amazing hit. That's probably going to do it there. That was a lot of big hits. We got multiple secondary explosions going on. This thing is all but dead. Very good. And down goes Moby. Yeah, that was a massive hit. All right, so let's go ahead and target the Minikaze with the secondaries. Fire. don't know what these guys are doing. In formation with San Diego. In formation. See, this is weird. Break. And Washington. Break. Navigate. Or, sorry. Washington and South Dakota, I need you to form up. And can you not, like, run into each other? Okay, we're good. We're good. I don't know what happened there that San Diego decided to turn out, but it was weird. Come on, guys. Getting some hits at the front. We need to get some hits at the back. Like I said, you're hitting the front. We need you to hit towards the back. South Dakota. Brake. Navigate. This direction. There we go. That's the hit that we needed. Right, we are just pummeling this guy at this point. Massive fires. Like, he's basically underwater and down he goes. Like, he's just straight sinking. Alright. Target the kamikaze. Secondaries. Fire at will. Washington. Same thing. You are already firing at that guy. Good. So he's not long for this world either. He's down to 21 knots. Hoping we managed to kill these guys before they got any torpedoes off, because I have not even paid attention to torpedoes. 2 battleships, all those 5-inch secondaries just unloading your pieces. That's pretty much going to do it. They're still firing at us. He's almost completely underwater. Oh, that was a big hit. That's gonna do it. Yep, and down goes the kamikaze. Well done. Well done, my battleship dudes. Well done. Alright, I think we can safely leave. Confirm. We took minor damage on Taylor. Somehow, but nothing crazy, and we sunk everybody, so that gives us a new 12 command points, so very good. All right, I don't remember how long we've been recording, but as soon as we can get up here to finish up our mission of dropping off troops at Guadalcanal, let's go ahead and get our patrol craft going again. Same thing with you, Mr. South Dakota. Go ahead and get me some patrol craft. Yep. Alright, and finish this off. Alright. So we should be able to, I don't know how we do this, to be honest. Let me look. Do we unload all cargo? Is that what we do? At Guadalcanal. Alright. So now what? Okay, so we have started to take this base. Awesome. And I'm assuming there's nothing there to defend it or anything. So that should be ours. Power Group 2 has encountered a transport, 2 destroyers, 2 light cruisers, 3 oilers, and 3 merchants. So, I hate to do this to you folks, but I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. So coming into the next episode, you see what we're about to get into. We're about to engage. We also have all of this going on. So if you like what I'm doing, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. If you're excited, I know there's been a lot of people excited about this series so far, so I appreciate everybody tuning in. But if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.